everybody, and welcome back to another Getting to Know the Artist. And this one, it's a little special because I know this man beside me is actually a juggalo. And it doesn't matter. I want to interview everybody, but it's a little touching when it's a homie. So I'm excited. We're going to let a few people, in fact, I'm going to see who's all in here. A couple people said whoop whoop. We got Adam, whoop whoop, thanks homie. Shay, thank you for stopping in. TZ, whoop whoop. Everybody coming in, don't be afraid to just put something in the chat. Let us know you're here.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, thanks for having me on the show and shit, bro.
Oh man, this is awesome. Thank you. We got Trap Star Dreamers, whoop whoop.
Oh, whoop whoop, that's the homie.
Oh yeah? Okay. Easy, Adam, Shay, whoop whoop, transparency. Yeah. Alright, so I don't know how many people in here saw my interview with Mars, but I got my magic book here with a whole list of questions. There are 18, like all deep, heartfelt. We're going to get some real answers out of him. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 what I call rapid questions. They are going to be either or. So I'm going to give you just 2 things, and you have to pick one or the other. That's it. Like tomato, orange, and you say tomato, or you know, whatever. So that's a little fun at the end to kind of just break it up or whatever. Anybody that hasn't been in my stream, also, if you ask a question, I'll put it up there. Yeah, I need to stop saying that's bad for streams. Any rate, let's get started, man. Question number 1. What is your name? Where was you born and raised? And where do you currently live?
My rap name is ginjaBred. And I was born in Idaho, but I moved to Oklahoma when I was 4 years old. And I grew up there until I was about 13. Then I moved back to Idaho. I've lived here for like 15 years. So I live in Silver Valley, Idaho currently.
So you just like it there? What I'm guessing when you moved when you were younger is probably your parents or maybe something, and then you decided to move back.
Yeah. Yeah, I moved up here with my parents, and I just kind of stayed here since I was a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool here.
You should put your earphones on. Yeah, they're both on TV.
But yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I was trying to plug in these headphones so maybe it would sound better, and then I just cut my camera or the light. Sorry. Teasy, right now my headphones are, I guess, charging. They wasn't wanting to work a minute ago. Can't really hear you. You said you can hear me? Everybody else in the chat, what's your sound quality? Sorry, folks that watch this on the replay. It's all technical. Got to get it all right. Should have tried it a little sooner. I'm going to try to put one of these in, y'all. Sorry for the folks in the chat that can't hear me.
All right, can everybody hear me? Can you hear me?
Now I can kind of hear you.
Are you serious? It's only like barely?
Yeah, it's cutting out pretty bad now.
Oh my god. I don't. What about now?
Yeah, them headphones don't seem to be working.
Man.
I can kind of hear you.
Yeah, I don't know. The headphones usually work, and I'm trying not to have my face all in this camera or whatever.
I can hear you
Because
way better now. I couldn't hear you at all for 60 seconds, but now I can hear you.
see, and I can. It sounds like that for him because of his headphones, I think. Shay, can you hear me? This is wow. Kinda hear you. It's cutting in and out. That is so strange. So it's. I mean, I gotta be where you can hear me. That like, and obviously they need to be able to. I guess hear the questions too. That'd be kind of random. I didn't have this problem my last stream.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you.
Oh shit, I can barely hear you. I can hear you now. What did you say?
I just gibberish. I said it worked the last stream. I didn't have this issue. I got a new trick. Okay, I'm gonna try this again, man. I don't quite know, and this is not good. I don't want this to be how the stream goes.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And can the chat hear me?
Hopefully. Hopefully they can hear you.
Right. Man. It's because. Okay, let's go. I don't know. All right. Yeah, you said where you lived. We're just gonna jump to the next question. Gingerbread, I'm sorry if I feel like it feels like I'm screaming in your ear, but I just want to try to make this clear and get through these questions. So I apologize. Um, Question number 2. Are you a juggalo? How long have you been down? Do you consider yourself a juggalo rapper? Because I know there are some juggalos that want to box themselves in as a juggalo rapper.
Yeah, that's a good question too. Well, yeah, I'm definitely a juggalo. I've been a juggalo since a little kid. Uh, but I really got into it when I was a teenager. Like I'm just like I've been obsessed with ICP and fucking I've been like a diehard juggalo for years. And then when I finally started rapping. I always kept that separate. And then when I finally went to my first gathering, like it opened my eyes and made me realize that I need to bring the juggalo side out of me into my music and show love, because it fucking
Yeah.
changed my life and shit. So I started like once I started like incorporating juggalo stuff like into my music, like it started to feel like more my shit, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But but yeah, I guess I'm a juggalo rapper. That's really up to the fans to decide. I think,
All right.
like if the fans think I'm a juggalo rapper, then I am a juggalo rapper.
Right. Right. Hell yeah. That's an awesome answer. Uh,
But
question.
I definitely am a rapper and a juggalo. Before we leave that topic, so
No.
yeah,
No. Yeah.
I'll always I'll always show love, always show that side. Like, you gotta let the juggalo out.
It builds creativity or helps anyhow. Um, all right. Question number 3. What inspired you to make music, and when did you officially start? Like, when did you make your first song?
Well, shit, it's kind of a long question, but when I first started making music when I was a teenager, like started getting into it, and then took me like years and years of practice to finally get to where I started to sound pretty good. And then I started to go to a real studio. So it took me a long time, like probably 5 years of rapping and playing around with it before I finally decided to take it serious.
Right.
But yeah, for the since since like 2019, 2020, so the past like 4 years, 4 or 5 years is when I started taking it more serious.
Okay. Um, that question, I really need to word these or put them by each other, but that question relates to another question I got back here in the back of the book. So I'm actually going to jump back to it and ask this question. I have it as number 18. So you said only kind of recently, in the last like 4 to 5 years, give or take, right? Do you think your skill came natural, or did you have to learn and practice at it? Like, some people are just born gifted, flat out. They just, whatever they do it and they do it awesome. Some people say, hey, I think I can do that. And then they do, in fact, become great at it. But it takes a lot of, as you said, practice courses or whatevers.
I've always had like this crazy obsession with music and shit. So I've had like this crazy obsession with rap and rap music. So for me, it was like I always wanted to rap. Like I always wanted to do it. And then when I finally got the courage to actually do it, like so I did have to work at it. But I've always had this like natural ability to like memorize shit like songs and stuff. Like I'm good at picking back up where I left off. And like once I finally figured out where to put my creativity is when I started getting good at it. So yeah, I definitely had to work at this shit.
Okay.
The diff like
Yeah.
like just talking in general is hard. So when you start rapping, it's like it's a lot of focus. Once I figured
Dude,
out how to focus on it.
I feel that because, well, I'm not an artist. I got a song I want to see happen, but if it doesn't, I won't be upset. But nonetheless, like being on camera and like people see me as a social butterfly, but I promise you I'm not. And if you're not a juggalo or my kind of people, I can come off like a prick. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't talk to me. But yeah, I get it. Um, question number 4. Who do you look up to in the music industry? So give me some of your greats or who you look up to and use as influence or something of that nature.
Probably ICP for sure. ICP, Suicide Boys, Lil Peep, fucking when I first started listening to rap though, it was like Easy E and shit like that. Fucking old school Eminem. That's what got me
Yeah.
into listening to it. But what like now, realistically, I just can't stop listening to Ouija Mac.
Yes!
Like
Yes!
I just can't stop.
That
But yeah,
C-17,
like
baby!
def- definitely like idolize people like Violent J and shit. Like hopefully we can do a song one day.
Oh, man, that'd
And
be
Ouija
tight.
Mac.
Okay. I am
But
not
yeah, like
upset at
also like
those. No, go ahead.
I think also like Suicide Boys has been like a really big inspiration for my sound.
Right, right. I like, so don't get me wrong. I like Boys on track, but I've seen
Yeah.
some lives and not like personally being there, but recorded like lives and stuff, and they don't. I don't know. Maybe I just need to attend it myself, but they don't seem so hype live versus recorded or as good. Who we got here? Yo, Cheesy. Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, but before we leave that topic, yeah, I wanted to fucking also shout out. Like, I fucking always got a lot of inspiration from Brother Lynch. Like, he's probably one of my favorite rappers.
Brother Lynch is dope.
Like, when I make music, I don't necessarily try to sound like people, but I draw a lot of inspiration from like the most dark music, like Brother Lynch and ICP and all the darkest, all the real horrorcore shit.
Right. No, I dig it. Fuck off autocorrect. Teasy, you're okay. Two live crew. All right. Dope. Next question. What do? Okay, this one's fun. I like this one. Any current projects in the works or what's next? So this can mean
I'm gonna be
new
dropping.
songs, new tours, new anything.
I'm gonna be dropping some new music pretty soon. My next project is called Return of the Gingerbread. It's a sequel to my last project, which was Night of the Gingerbread. I'm working on that, and then I got another song about to drop with TSD Chris and Tony Bone. We're about to drop another song called Swerve.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember everything. But yeah,
You're cool if you missed some shit, homie. I put you on spot. You wanted to know these questions, chat. I'm here to tell you, I didn't give him nothing. Not a thing. I said, nope, we're going to raw dog it and you're going to answer them. But no,
I'm trying to remember. But yeah, I got a couple new songs about to drop. Mainly, I'm working on that next project.
Let me take a second to tell you how much. Too. Yeah. Let me take a second to tell you how much I. Go ahead. I'm cutting you off, man.
Oh, good. I was about to say I'm about to drop 2 new music videos too. Once we finish editing them and shit. Once it's all done.
Chat, if you don't know, he's got a song called Vanilla Sky with Cartoon Bondurant. They just done a video for it. That's you, right? That ain't Hirsch Boy. I'm not confusing. No, that is her. No, that's you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's me.
That thing's dope. And then him and Hirsch Boy done Devil's Night. I don't know if you guys have heard this song, but y'all need to go rock with it. I rock with it hard. Like every day I wake up and I give that a play. If not a couple plays. Like it is a really good song.
Yeah, the Devil's Night song. It's a feature I did for him.
Okay. Well, his feature nonetheless is dope on it. Okay, I do like the song overall, though. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Oh, that's a good song.
Cartoon is absolutely having a year. Cartoon sagging uno. Man, right? Condoms are cool. All right. Next question. With that being said, okay, well, this kind of ties in with that. What is your favorite song that you have made so far, you think, and why?
Shit. I think one of my favorite songs I've made is Unfortunate Circumstances with Scum and Insane Poetry. That's one of them. And then all the songs I've done with Cartoon, those are all in my favorites. I like, because he's one of my favorite rappers for sure.
No shit.
So I don't know. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick my favorite song, but like my favorite projects would probably have to be Gingerbread Land so far. One of my newer projects. Like that project, I put a lot into that one.
All right. Scan this chat real quick. I don't see no questions in the chat, folks. If you have a question, I will highlight it so it goes up on the screen. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going down the list. All right. This one's always fun. Realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years as far as music and I don't know goals, or do you have like a 5 year plan set up, or you rolling with the punches and hoping for the best, or you're gonna have an LLC, or what? Talk to us.
Well, I think I'm just collecting features right now. So in 5 years, I plan to just work with all the people I've wanted to work with, you know, and continue to create, continue to, put out more music. But realistically, I want to see myself like probably with some, signed to like Chapter 17 or something. Like put some really big goals up there. Fucking sign with,
Ooh,
LSP or Scum or something. Probably
okay.
I don't really have a plan, but I do believe in like manifesting whatever happens. I can't tell the future, but
So then, do you
I
work
do
a nine
know
to
I do
five?
know that all I'm doing is going up from here, you know.
Do you work a 9 to 5 too, and focus on
Yeah,
music, or do you strictly focus on music?
no, I do both.
Okay, this is a real one, man. This homie's got to get that bread to make that bread, you know?
Yeah.
That's me, folks. I work a 9 to 5. I will till the day I die. I mean, that's okay. As long as I get to hang out with cool folks like y'all, wiggles can be wiggles. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that kind of ties into, you just said, something that ties into one of these other questions. I'm gonna jump around a little bit. If you could collab with any artist, and it doesn't have to be a Juggalo artist, but you just said Ouija, which is dope. But are there any others? Is there any artist like it didn't matter? You could just instantly make that collab happen. Who would it be?
It'd probably be ICP or Violent J or
Even though I see them as
Shaggy.
mainstream, let's pick a mainstream artist too, just to make it
Yeah, or
interesting.
realistically, like if I could bring people from the dead, I would do a song with Lil Peep and Easy E.
Oh, he
Like
got
both
dirty
both
on
of
me.
them
I
on the
said,
same
go
song.
mainstream. He said, we're waking the dead, baby. No, that's
Yeah,
dope. That's tight. Respect. Um, okay, that's simple enough, man. Where's this
but I
next one here?
really
Yeah, just
for
have.
the past few years, I've just really been wanting to do a song with Stitches. So I'm gonna put that out there.
Ooh.
That Stitches is watching. If Stitches hears this, I want to do a song with him so bad. He's like one
So
of my favorite artists.
last I knew, he was in some legality issues, and I don't know if I haven't really followed him. I don't know if he's out of jail, went to jail, whatever. But that would be dope. Stitches is cool. I like that they brought him on. I don't know why he like never really like done a tour though. He was in that cipher, but I don't. Maybe you know that answer, but I definitely don't.
It's probably from all the cocaine.
Yeah, yeah. um, yeah. If not, okay. This one's fun too. If not music, then what? What would you be doing if you would not be doing music right now? Do you think you'd still just be a jug working your 9 to 5 and that's that? Or you would have maybe pursued something totally different?
I'd do something with music. Probably produce beats. Like if I really
Okay.
didn't want to rap, I'd probably just make beats. I can't make beats at all, but if I didn't rap, I'd probably force myself to do that, or like record other rappers and like mix for them.
Okay. There's still something in the industry, kind of like you're
Yeah, like if
gravitated
I
towards,
had
like,
to,
right, right.
like
Okay.
if I had to, like it's not what I want to do, but
No, yeah, yeah. All hypothetical, of course. I know the
yeah,
okay, no, this is before that. So this is kind of tied in with that as a fun way, though. What did you want to be as a kid, though? Did you want to be a singer when you were a
I
kid
wanted,
too, or did you want to be a firefighter?
shit, I wanted to be a rapper since I was a kid.
No
I just wanted
shit.
to make it as a rapper. Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm
okay.
like I'm pretty fucking grateful for as far as I have came.
Right, right. I'm gonna let you know, chat. Believe it or not, I wanted to be a cop. We seen how far that went. But yeah, and that's cool. Some people, that's what I
Or like
mean.
a
They don't.
songwriter. Like
Right.
if I didn't make rap music, I'd also probably be a songwriter. But like when I was a little kid, I
Again,
just wanted to be a rapper or a songwriter, something to do with music.
shout out to Who Stino for making some hard ass beats. Just graduated high school. He brought me and Ginger together. Whoop whoop! Shout out to whoever that dude is.
Yeah, dude, he's cool. He produced a bunch of my songs. He produced a whole
Okay.
bunch of my songs. He produced the song that I'm about to drop too.
All right. And you said this other guy makes music? This Trap Star
Yeah,
Dreamers? Wow, we
TSC
might have to
Chris. Yeah,
talk. That's cool. My boyfriend is a cop. Interesting. Stay away from me, Adam. You just got demoted from moderator, you snitch. Get out of here! Um, I was military police. Yeah. All right. Cool. Have you? Oh wait, no. Let's see. This one I already know the answer to, but I ask it. I do not know the complete answer. Have you played The Gathering, and or been to any? And if so, how many? So you said you have not played The Gathering, right? But you've attended how many?
nah, I haven't played on any stages, but I played at some camps and shit. Like we set up some
Oh,
stages at two camps. The first, because I've only been to two gatherings, but the first one I went to, which was 2023, we set up a little stage and performed. And just from that, like you don't even have to be on stage. Just performing at a camp like that, people they hear you and they want to know
yeah.
about you and shit.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully I'm on main stage or some sort of stage at the gathering next year.
Oh, that'd be great. I will definitely be putting your name in my list of, and I put your name in for my votes. I don't even know that my vote mattered, but I sent the email like we're all supposed to, selecting who we wanted, and you, along with a handful of others that did ironically make it, were on that list. And every year I'll do it. Like you're dope, and I'll do it for all artists. I mean, I don't know how much Rob really digs into each email or what, but if they see the name enough, I'm sure they gotta at least give you a shot once. So that's dope. Have
Yeah,
you?
I've only been to two gatherings, but the gatherings it'll change your life. Like my first gathering, it changed my whole life. Like it just like being around that much many juggalos and having my mind like
Bro.
opened and like exposed to like what it truly is. Like that shit'll change your life.
Oh man, this year was my first. And if you saw any of my videos or saw me at the gathering, you know, boy, I was high on life without even being high. Oh, you cannot plan enough. You can know, you can watch, you can hear, you can be in every group ever that there ever is. There's something about it. There is something about the legit, like, I don't know, feeling and like connection and complete and absolute just raw freedom to do and be whoever you want to be and do. Like, there's nothing like it. Nothing.
Yeah,
Not for
it's
me. It
it's definitely
is
life
beautiful.
changing. So performing at the gathering would just be a bonus. Like
Man,
that would
right.
just be a bonus because just being there and being around all the juggalos and shit like that by itself is cool. Like you don't even have to go to the stage and see people perform. Like
Right.
realistically, you could just be there and have the greatest time ever.
It was hard. So, like, I was trying to do everything, and I missed. a lot of shit. I mean, I enjoyed a lot of stuff, but like there was so much stacked on top of each other. Like there's just always something to do. I don't care what time it is. I hope you missed this. I bet this is going on over here. That's going on, or like you cannot see it all, but it's beautiful. Crazy. So this goes without saying, but I still put this question on there, and I try to like negate from artists because obviously you've been to the gathering. Now I will ask you, have you got to meet like ICP VIP style? But the question is, have you ever met anybody famous to you? So you are an artist to somebody, you might be famous, but who's famous to you? And then if you have like outside of I guess the music or like maybe a mainstream artist or I don't know, just answer the question how you like. Out here, this is how I'm gonna do it. I met Polly Shore. That's my famous person outside of meeting ICP and Scum and Ouija and you know what I'm saying? Like Polly Shore, he's a comedian. He's outside of the music industry. He's well known. So, have you met anybody famous?
Uh, I feel like I've met a couple famous people, but I feel like one of my more memorable moments was when I opened up for Shaggy on his what was it, the Quest for the Ultimate Groove tour. When I opened up for him, I was in the venue before he showed up, and I was sitting there just hanging out, and he walked in without his face paint on, and like I didn't even talk to him, but just that was one of those moments where I was like, holy shit.
Right,
It's one of those crazy,
right.
crazy cool moments. But yeah, I met a lot of
Oh,
rappers and shit. Like I met Twisted Insane a couple times.
okay. Yeah, I'm still adding to my book. I should have brought that over here too. All of y'all's signatures. Yours was one of the last ones I caught before the end of the gathering or whatever. So that was kind of great. I
Yeah,
met. I remember meeting Will Ferrell one time. Like strong ganja. That's dope.
I met ICP like multiple times.
I
But
dude, that was the first time I met him.
when I met them the second time, which was at the gathering, like it was, or not that time, but the third time I met Shaggy was when I opened up for him, and so I met him after I performed, and so I talked to him for more than a long like a normal meet and greet. Like we talked for a while, nothing crazy, but and then I just
Was
met
he
Ouija Mac. I met him at the
was
gathering too.
was Shaggy so from my what I've gathered, obviously I haven't got to have that encounter like you did, and I bet that was like amazing. Really, that's something to be proud of to be able to actually have that just real talking time. I got my whole little, hey, will you sign this? Blah blah blah. Take this
Yeah.
picture. Blah blah blah. And
Yeah,
like they were
it was a
cool.
meet and greet, but it was a meet and greet, but he asked me if I opened up, and I told him yeah, and he was asking me how much I paid to open up for him and stuff. He's like, how much was your slot? Blah blah blah, and then yeah, because he was kind of interested about he seemed like he was showing a little bit of interest because I opened up for him and everything. So it was just like a normal meet and greet, but he started to talk to us for a while because he knew that I'm standing there trying to be like, hey, this is who I am. I opened up for you and shit.
Somebody in the chat has a question. Do you know Gore Leon?
Yeah, I've heard of who that is, but I don't know who it is. Like I don't know them
Ironically,
personally.
Relic, that person reached out to me about maybe being up on my stream, so that's kind of cool. Um, we got Cody up in here. Whoop whoop! How's it going? I'm just trying to catch up on some of these comments. Alrighty, let's move on to the next question. What is your favorite color?
Probably pink.
Pink. I rock with it
Yeah, probably
because
pink.
mine's red. So any kind of derivative from red, I like purple, pink. A lot of colors are derivative from red, though, I guess. So that's not fair. But really, purple, red, pink's pretty dope. But mainly red's my shit. He played at the gathering, sitting here snacking on some White Castles. I done some work at a movie set one time and met Danny McBride. Gore Leon opened for Shaggy too. He's cool with Gunner B and Bash. Ooh. Real men wear pink. I love pink. All right, next question. Favorite animal, and we'll do one for like a wild animal and one for a domesticated animal.
Shit. My favorite animal. I'd probably have to be like a fucking like a shark, probably. You know, because they're scary as
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, but do we
I guess
count that?
like
That's
some.
wild then.
Oh yeah.
That's
I guess
no,
it's not
no,
a domesticated animal.
no. Well, yeah, I want a wild. There is a question for a wild and a domesticated. I know this is all fun, and I love that. Like we can be homies, but I'd like to think maybe one day when you become famous and you have some real fans, they might want to really know what your favorite animal is, or you know. So that's what I thought about when making all these questions for you guys. So yeah, a shark's dope. That's his wild. And what about a domesticated? You like dogs? You a cat person? A bird? A fish?
Oh shit. I'd probably have to be like probably more of a cat person.
All right. I love all animals. If I had to pick, I would say like if it had to be one, it would be a dog. But I like snakes. I like fish, and I got a cat, and I got a parrot. So that's that. And then for my wild animal, it'd be a white tiger.
White tiger's a good
Oh
one. I should have said
yeah.
that.
No,
White tigers
no,
are cool.
no. No, yeah, they are, man. There's something about them, and like you ain't fucking with no tiger, man. Like they're pretty and badass, you know. Okay, so here's a. This question's actually pretty interesting too. Uh, what music did your parents listen to?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, they listen to fucking country and lot. My fucking stepdad, he got me into listening to gangster rap music and shit like that. But a lot of classic rock, just everything.
All right. And do you think you take influence at all from that? Or it's just not at all?
Yeah, I feel like my parents playing Easy E a lot, like probably inspired me. I took a lot of influence from that shit and Biggie Smalls and Tupac and shit. Like they played a lot of rap music when I was a kid, so yeah, it probably did. It probably yeah, especially Eminem. That's probably where I got a
Okay.
lot of my influence.
You
And
keep
they
doing
still
that to me, man. You beat me to like a question down the road, but it's okay. We'll just stay on it and get to it. That's cool though. Um, all right. Yeah, that's my parents, but I ain't no artist. Country, rock. I didn't know about rap until my brother Donnie came into the picture, and I didn't know about ICP until I was 13. My cousin Lindsay showed up in a Great Malenko jersey with his hair spider braided, and that was it. So that's how that happened. What made you discover ICP or Juggalos?
I've always had this crazy connection with fucking with ICP. Like even before I was like really into listening to their music. Like I was always there was always like I was always meeting a juggalo, or I'd always see a hatchet man. But I used to listen to ICP all the time on burnt CDs, and I didn't even know it was ICP. Like there was just burnt CDs with a bunch of songs on there, and that's how I first heard
Right.
ICP was on like a burnt CD.
That's dope.
But what first really got me into them is when it was the Riddle box when I was like 14. I put that shit in. That shit it made me realize that I don't have to fucking punch holes in the walls. I don't have to be angry. I can just listen to that.
Right. Yeah, and release.
But yeah,
Uh,
I re- I really got into it when I was like 14 years old with the Riddle box. That's what really got me into it. But listening
Hell
to
yeah.
like random songs by ICP that I didn't even know was ICP, like that's when I first listened to ICP when I was a little kid. I remember, I think it was something from the Ringmaster. I don't remember the song. I think it was Love Song, but that was on this burnt
Yeah.
CD I had. It was like track 9.
And you knew it as track 9. That's dope, man. That's true like appreciation for the music cuz obviously you liked it or whatever without actually knowing, and that just furthermore proves like you a juggalo, you know. The first
Yeah,
song I heard.
it's always been attracted to me. It's always been attracted to me. Everywhere I go, juggalos are attracted to me. Like I'm just have this crazy connection with the Hatchet Man in the fucking in the Dark Carnival. Even if I didn't want to listen to ICP, like when I was younger, before I really listened to them, like someone around me was gonna play it. It's like destined to
Right.
be a juggalo.
My dad lives right down the block from where Eminem was from 8 Mile. Hell yeah. Uh, 1700 Juggaweenies. All right. Siblings. Do you have any?
Yeah, I got 2 sisters.
Two
They're
sisters. Are
younger
they
than me though.
older? Younger?
Yeah, they're
All
younger.
right. Do they know about your music or whatever? They dig you, support you, or too young to really even listen? Or
Yeah, they're pretty supportive for
right
the most
on.
part.
Riddle boxes. Favorite Joker's card. All right. Um. Okay, this one's good. Uh, if you met your younger self, what would you tell yourself?
I would tell myself to fucking stay out of trouble and to start working on music.
Okay.
Because
I
it took me a long time before I finally decided to actually work towards music. But if I would have known that shit when I was younger, I probably would have tried harder at the shit instead of
put more effort.
getting in trouble and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
probably also would have told myself to not get any stupid tattoos.
yeah. You got a couple stupid ones, huh? I'm not completely covered. I can count the number of tattoos I got, and I told myself before getting any tattoos, they needed to have reason. Don't get it twisted like the random like flash tattoo. If I had the money, I'd get it, you know, but that has its own meaning within. I definitely don't, I would never put no chick's name on my body or, you know, stuff like that or whatever. And so far, really, I just got Juggalo tattoos and one for my son. That's about it.
Hey, I don't have nothing like super regrettable, but
I would tell myself not her. Okay, and that's because my wife ruined my life, and I wish I never went down that road. But really, you know, I don't know. I had a rough upbringing myself. My mom dipped when I was 16, so I just had to grow up. And so I really don't know. I probably would legitimately. I could have avoided 7 years of hell, but I wanted to maybe had my son. So there's that. But I don't know.
I
I
probably
probably would have. Go ahead.
I'd probably also tell myself all the lyrics to like a bunch of songs that are really big hit songs, so that way I could write them when I was a child. That's probably another thing I
Yeah.
would do. Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. um. All right. Question number 19. This is kind of worded weird, but it just depends on the artist that I have up here. So your name is ginjaBred. I don't know. Do you have an official logo? Like, do you have a scheme? A design, a logo that's you? Have you came up with one or not? And if so, who created it and what's the idea or the thought behind it? Or that's a loaded question, man. So break it down however you want.
Well, my name gingerbread is a play on the word ninja, and it means bread by gingers. My cousin came up with it, but my logo is a skull, and pretty much like my music's dark and scary, so a skull represents that shit very well. I think like a lot of my music talks about death and shit. So I mean, I didn't when I came up with my name, the skull wasn't incorporated. Like I made the logo later, like after my stage name and everything.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I have a logo. It's a skull.
Okay. No, I wasn't sure if I've actually seen it or not, so I wasn't quite sure how to like word that or ask it or whatever, but it's a question nonetheless because I've seen some pretty interesting logos and I've seen some that will just not talk on. Like, what was that? You can't even read it. What? But no, yeah, that's cool. Um,
But yeah, before we move to the next question, gingerbread is like it's my name, but it's also slowly becoming my brand. Because
right on.
people like it. People like the name a lot.
No, I dig it, and I would
So
have
it's like,
assumed that I would have assumed it came from ginger, and you just like took the off, and because aren't you red? Don't you have red hair, or are you like a blonde? I can't really tell. And you had your hair braided at Got J. Is your hair red?
yeah, I'm a ginger.
Okay,
When I grow my beard out, it's red too.
all right. No, I see. I like that you have a different reason though. It ain't even just because it ain't based off of you being a ginger. You just said the bread and the ginger for ninja or whatever. That's dope. That's like play on words or whatever.
Yeah, bred by gingers. Fucking. That's essentially what it means, bred by gingers. But yeah, ginger is the play on the word ninja.
I have 11 tattoos, getting 12 next month. I have plenty I want, y'all. Let me be clear. I don't have the money for it, and I just like to think out my tattoos. I'm not saying somebody that just goes and gets random tattoos is. Who the hell am I to judge? So it ain't even like that. I'm just saying I myself. I try to think about my tattoos before I get them.
I
Adam,
think people
go.
should get a whole bunch of meaningless tattoos. So that's just me.
Oh, okay, why? Just cause?
Yeah, I don't think they have to mean anything. You should just get a bunch of tattoos. Why not?
You only live once. I get it. I don't know. I'm just always because I don't sit here. I don't claim to be the toughest person or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I tattoos are needles, and I'm sure there's some spots that I probably tap out like a little bitch, like nah, I'm good. But I mean, I got one on my chest and on my arms, so the only real places I think I might tap at would be like my spine. Do you have any on your back?
No, I don't have any on my back yet. I'm gonna get a whole back piece.
I see that neck tat. Did that hurt at all?
No, this one didn't hurt too bad. I got a tattoo on my stomach though. That shit hurt.
Ooh, that thin, sensitive skin. Yeah.
Yeah.
On my foot hurt. All right. So I am starting a new little thing, and it's these rapid questions. Before we get into these rapid questions, anybody in the chat have any real, sincere, or even random questions for the man of the hour? We are just approaching 51 minutes, y'all. We had that little thing at the beginning with the sound. The rest so far, it's been okay, right? You've heard me, chat. You heard me? Everything's been overall. I do wonder if my screen has froze. Has my screen froze on any of you? Because I noticed in a Mars stream it actually did a few times, but it was short and my sound was still going through, so it worked out. I don't know. Nope, you good. Whoop, whoop. All right. So what happens next is I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 little sets here. I would love to add more eventually, but this is working out. It just depends how all the questions go, how quick the answers are or not. But we're right around that hour, 52 minutes. So we're going to have a little fun, man, or at least I hope so. And just go through them, and I lied. So there was one more random just question before we start the this or that. And no, there was 2 of them. So what is your favorite movie? Do you have a favorite movie?
My favorite movie is probably Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That's probably one of them. And I got a couple favorite movies, but that's probably one of my favorite movies.
Fear and Loathing is a solid answer to that. Okay, so you're an artist, right? And you're a rapper. You're in the music industry. But when you want to let loose, and I guess I might know the answer to this because you've said it, kind of. But what kind of music do you listen to when you're just trying to zen or chill out or whatever? Is it still like ICP, Ouija, or you listen to some classic alternative when we're not watching? You know, like. I like classics, you know. Like, what gets you zen?
I listen to everything, like, but yeah, I guess ICP, Ouija Mac a lot. I've been listening to his shit a lot. Fucking Suicide Boys and Lil Peep, shit like that.
I get in these
also
weird
listen to like a lot of rock music. You hear me?
Right. Yeah, yeah. I'll get in these vibes, I guess, and I like to listen to like reggae and stuff like that. Classical rock. I don't like a whole lot of country, but there's a few songs I like and a few artists. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
like
listened to
everything.
some Moneybag Yo. You ever listen to him?
I'm
Some
not
Young
sure I've heard
Dolph.
of it.
I got.
Young Doll.
I like a
Yeah,
lot of.
yeah.
I like a lot of trap music. Like I guess that's what it's called, trap music.
All right, you be fucking with Gates then? Like Kevin Gates? Would you do a feature with Kevin Gates?
I do a song with him, but I don't really listen to Kevin Gates like that.
Oh no, okay. I just threw one out there. I'm like, think of one. All right. So now that's officially the questions. We have the either or. So you're just gonna pick, and if you don't like either of my selection, just throw something similar in there. You know what I'm saying? So the first one is Twix or Reese's.
Twix.
All right. Summer or winter?
Um, I used to like summer a lot, but now I'm starting to like winter more
Is there a reason for that?
because I'm fat now. So like the summer is really hot. But yeah,
Yeah.
probably summer. Probably summer. I mean, everyone loves summer.
No, my favorite season really, if I would say next, or I would say fall. Like my favorite, I should have put that in there really, but fall is my season, man. Spring or fall, not too hot. It's like hoodie weather. It's not too cold yet, like that right in between or whatever. Did you highlight your own comment? How did that work? Oh, okay. Um, Next, day or night? Are you more of a day person or a night person?
I'm more of like an evening person. Like
Okay.
afternoon. More like an
Yeah.
afternoon person.
I'm a
But
night
yeah,
owl. Okay. Truck or car?
probably a car.
Okay. Movie night or roller skating?
I can't roller skate, so I guess movie night.
Yeah. Pizza, pizza or pasta?
That's a hard question, man. Probably pizza.
Okay. I've actually had pizza with pasta on it, if that counts. Like a macaroni pizza. It was weird but good. Um, Facebook or Instagram? Meaning, like, which do you use more? Which are you more active on?
I'm definitely more active on Facebook. Like I hardly get on Instagram.
All right. TikTok
I think
or
TikTok's probably the most interesting one. What was that?
that was going to be the next one. TikTok or Twitter or X, as it's called. So,
Uh,
do you have a Twitter account or an X account?
no, I don't even have a Twitter.
Bro, you need to get on there. Ouija be on there all the time, posting the coolest, dumb, stupid stuff, man. Nah, I'm promoting for Twitter. Get on there. You're an artist. Get on Twitter, bro. He be following people on there and stuff. It's dope. Ouija be following me on Twitter. He won't follow me on Facebook, but follows me on Twitter. Whoa, who's this? I can't even see. Boofin, my Venus. Is that what your name is? Whoa, whoa! I don't even know if I'm saying your name right, homie, but that's a name. Let to see you do a interview. Zuckin? Suckin? What? I have no idea. But yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's what I have for us, man. we are right at the hour mark, and I hope it wasn't terrible for you. And if there is, this is your moment now. So if there is anybody specifically that you want to just shout out, anything you want to just throw out, say for whoever that may or may not watch this video. I know Mars's video has gotten 200 and some odd views since it's went live. I hope yours does just as well. I hope people start seeing these and like following your socials. Everybody in the chat, everybody that watches this on the replay, any artists that I do on these, their links are going to be at the very top of the description. You'll have the initial description and then follow the artist. Go check these guys out. Go give them some views. Go give them some plays. Go support them. Go lift them up. That's the whole get. That's the whole point of it. Hayden, were you here the whole time? Which one are you? Wait. Are you there?
Yeah,
It
just
must have
added me
been
back.
That's weird. It must have been under the weather and kind of passed out most of it. And all right. No, that's cool. I appreciate you, Hayden. I appreciate all my mods. Let me give a shout out to all my mods that were in here tonight. I definitely appreciate y'all and love you very much. Whoop whoop. But yeah, I mean, if there's anything you want to say, something that maybe I missed that you feel like you want to get out or whatever, or shout outs or anything like that, this is your little moment to wrap it up. But I want to say thank you very much, man. I don't know how many of these you've done. I see you got another something scheduled. Y'all need to follow him. I think he's got another stream coming up. And, yeah. So anything you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, fucking just want to say thank you to everybody fucking for all the support. Shout out to all the Juggalos for all the love. Big whoop whoop. But yeah, I got some new music coming out, so be ready for that. And make sure you guys go check out that new music video with Cartoon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
all right,
homie. Thank you to everybody. Shout out to all the Juggalos for real, especially the Juggalos. And thank you for having me on and shit.
Real quick, somebody said, hell yeah, tell him to try and do an Isham collab in the future. Bruh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I could do that. We could make that happen.
Yeah, man. It was an honor. I randomly I don't know. I wanted to do this. I want to be more connected with the community. I say I'm a nobody, but if I can do my part to help in whatever, then that's what I am. You know, I will be a hype man, a stepping stone, whatever. I want to see everybody do good. And I love being involved with the family and knowing that I have a bunch of juggalos in my chat, a bunch of people that I could really just talk about whatever and know that I'm not going to get judged or whatever for it. Or I come in this chat and I might not look as purdy today or whatever, you know, it's still going to be cool. And that's what I get out of it. I love it. I love you guys. I love the family. And, you know, thanks for taking a chance on me, bro. You probably could have had better people interview you. I'm sure you're going to do good as long as you pursue yourself. And thank you for giving me my chance to interview you and know you before you become famous. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. What is this? How about Whitney Payton?
You having me on and interviewing me.
Adam, stop it. Yeah, no doubt, man. So, chat, we're going to wrap this up, and we're going to get all his links and stuff in the description of this after it goes live. So give me like 15 minutes, and All of his stuff will be there, and then you can just follow him and all of that good stuff. But we're gonna call it a night, and I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Whoop whoop. I appreciate you guys.